between a DJ and an MC. DJ plays the record. Motherfucking MC is the record. Okay? I'm the record.
Hey, Summer, how's it going? 1 minute. All right, 1 second. Let me just do this last little step and read.
I usually like to wear my hat, man.
No, I mean talk. I mean do what you gotta do.
So are we live now? Can I talk again? Can I just answer the question
again?
All right.
The question is this: Summerhill 7.
Yeah.
What is the deal with you and Michael Baisden?
Oh well, Michael Baisden. Look, Michael Baisden is really a huge fan of this show that perpetuates antebellum practices. The practice of look, sister, I haven't seen the latest installment. For those people who don't know about the show, one of my favorite actresses in the whole world, Kerry Washington, one of the most beautiful actresses ever in the game. It was in Django, my favorite movie of the season. Plays a lawyer in Washington, D.C., and she's having an affair with a white president. Okay, and it is very reminiscent of the Thomas Jefferson Sally Hemings relationship, and there are several lines and references to that, etc. And so I listened to Michael Baisden, who came to the show late by his own admission, and he's ranting and raving about the show with no mention of this show, which perpetuates the inferiority of the black male in society, the position of the black male. I mean, the last episode I saw, she was with, somehow, magically, this black senator shows up in her life, and they're boning, okay? He's boning, and the dude, I've never seen the actor in my life, okay? He's fine. I mean, all the acting on there, all the performances are terrific. And so he's great. I've never seen him. He kind of looks like Obama. He don't look African American. I don't know if he is. I'm just saying, for a brother on the street, be like, where this nigga from? That's how we would say it in that language. I'm speaking from people who Michael Baisden rarely has speak on his show. And yet he represents this whole idea of mentoring, etc., etc. So what are you gonna be mentoring the young brothers with? You're gonna be telling them stuff like, oh, it's okay for a sister to sleep with a white dude if it gives her power, and diss African American young boys like you? Because here's what my mama told me: what you do, speak so loud nobody can hear anything that you're saying.
Wow.
That's what I want to say to Mr. Baisden. You, on the one hand, you're talking about mentoring.
Hold on. I'm not trying to stop you. I'm not trying to cut you off.
Okay.
But like, this is the problem. I don't know about anybody else, but what show are you talking about? Like
Scandal.
Because I don't know. Like, I know.
A lot of people don't know. There are a lot of fans in this show, and that's the thing about it is that a lot of young people, because it's a great show. I saw Miss Washington do a lawyer in a play called Race by David Mamet on Broadway with David Allen Greer. One of the most terrific shows I've seen, most fabulous performances.
I'm gonna cut this guy off.
Yeah. I'm down with Michael Baisden, but right now I want to talk. I'd rather talk to Michael Baisden. Michael Baisden has my phone number. I done sent Michael Baisden a couple of my books, about lynching of black men in America. I've invited him to see me perform at the Adrian Arsht Center in Miami, where he lives. You know what I mean? And so, am I angry about it? No, I don't. I'm not here for Michael Baisden's entertainment. I'm simply saying the information is available. If he wants to really have a true conversation, an authentic conversation about issues that he seems to want us to believe he represents, like mentoring young men. You got this whole mentoring program. I'm a little bit concerned now that you're mentoring young boys.
Why?
Because if you're going to be not telling them the whole story, if you're going to be presenting a dirty glass of water, as Elijah Muhammad would say,
right,
then I want to be right behind you presenting the clean glass of water. So they get an opportunity to choose between the dirty glass, which is, oh, it's okay to sell out if you get enough money. It's okay to promote the idea that for a black woman to get ahead, she wants to be the side piece of a president. We got a show here where The white president.
Let me get it straight. You're telling me that there's a show airing right now on public television.
Written by a sister.
Written by a black woman.
Black woman. From Chicago.
Who is telling the story of a black woman.
A black woman.
That seeks power.
Has power.
Has power.
She started at one point and then she got it.
She has power. She now has attained the power.
Yeah.
But she attained the power through being
the side piece.
The wench.
From the get-go. Now they're going to say, oh, but she was really smart. Yeah, she was really smart and he waxed that ass. There are a whole lot of really smart sisters who wouldn't let him wax that ass.
They don't have to.
Right. But that's what this show is saying ultimately.
That's like...
So he was really smart working on the campaign and intern. You know, it's the Bill Clinton remix is what it is, but with a sister. I ain't mad at it. The writing's brilliant. But at the same time, who's going to be there to tell the young kids, hold up, this is fantasy. Everybody wants to run around talking about Django's Fantasy, one of the most real fucking movies. I've heard Michael Baisden say a peep on it.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't even know how he feels. All I know is my homegirl, Shonda Rhimes from Chicago, she did. I mean, come on, man. Look, it's cool. That's entertainment, baby. But I'm in the entertainment business too, and this is entertainment too. And reality can be entertainment too. Reuben Stacy being lynched in 1935, that shit is entertaining too. It was entertaining to all of those white people who showed up at the lynching when he was swinging from the tree. So yeah, you know, and so it's entertaining to tell the truth. Django was really entertaining because when you saw those two Mandingos fighting, you got a chance to see where a lot of the ills and the black on black crime came from in our community, where the origin is from it. But why are we not talking about that? Why are we not saying, hey, go check this out, so young brother, so you can see where this black on black hate originated from? They bred you to hate your brother. Why are we not saying that? Who said that? My man Dick Gregory, and please, if you're watching this, by all means, please stop watching me right now and go put in that Dick Gregory interview about Django. He's seen the movie 16 times.
I mean, to me, Dick Gregory,
and he is the founder of black entertainment in America. Before there was a Bill, no Dick Gregory, there would be no Bill Cosby.
Wow. You feel like that?
No.
It's like
ask Bill Cosby. I don't feel like that. Bill Cosby feels like that.
Wow. I look up to Bill Cosby too.
Yeah. Go ask Bill Cosby who put him on. Put him on game. Dick Gregory was on the front lines with Dr. King. He was boys with Malcolm X. You feel me? So let's talk to Dick Gregory.
How old is Dick Gregory?
Dick Gregory is old. Okay? He's the bona fide elder. Him and Farrakhan are elders.
Wow.
All these other cats running around talking this and that, including Mr. West. I'm down with him and his thing, and Tavis, all these other academic pimps, Michael Dyson, all of them are calling more. We can have a conversation anywhere. We can do it on YouTube. We can do it in person. Because why? Because I love you enough to mention your name. If I ain't mention your name, that means you ain't really did anything that is worth debating. Either we already agree and we already on the same side saving black boys, or we have a major disagreement and you're standing in the way of progress.
Wow. And
I think right now, you know, Michael Baisden has been a bridge that might be looking like it's going to make a turn into a wall. You see, you could start out a bridge and then end up a wall. And you have to be, and it's our responsibility. See, if I go off path and we we fighting in the same side, who should be dealing with me first? You got to come to me and be like, hey, like my man Charles Fuller put in the words of Adolf Caesar, the black race can't afford you no more, CJ.
Wow. And
that's what I haven't asked Michael Baisden that question. I'm hoping he can answer one basic question, like all of a sudden, why are we making this flip into this message goes unquestioned? You're talking about Jenna Six, you're talking about Trayvon Martin, didn't even mention the recent cat that just got killed. So instead of spending time talking about the recent young brother who got shot in the back of his own car because the music was too loud, we're talking about, yay, scandal. You see, it's a slippery slope how people sell out. They don't do it all in one big, turnabout. It's like one, and then they want to bring you with them because they got that credibility. Oh, look, he's such a hero. Is he? Is he real? Is he? And who's the hero? The hero's in your mirror. That's where your hero wants to be. He is serving a function in society. And when you no longer serve that function, it's up to the society to check you. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to throw off the chains that bind them one to another, they have the right to take action and rebel. And so I was in law school with Obama at the same time. While Obama was running around, making policy, in the government for the United States by way of the Harvard Law Review to create policies that perpetuate this system, I was working with the National Black Law Students to tear down the barriers in the way of more young brothers coming after me so it wouldn't be such a milestone for a young brother to go to a top 10 law school. I wasn't there to beat my chest and say, look at me, I'm the only one who could do it. What point is that? I'm there to say, guess what, this little law school thing y'all doing here is cute, and everybody I know could do this. So the fact that I'm the only one in here is a problem. And so we took over the law school dean's office when I was in law school. We wasn't worried about being on no law review. You feel me? And now I'm supposed to be all excited because the guy who was law review and the guy with the hit radio show get together and say you can do better. What you say, what you do speaks so loud that I can't really hear what you're saying, bro. I can't hear you. But now I'm starting to hear something even more dangerous to my ear. I'm starting to hear you want to lead astray another generation, mislead, run amok. On the one side of your neck, you talking about sisters and sororities, and on the other side, you saying, "Hey, sister, look, if the black senator, United States senator, is boning you, you're gonna have to put him aside because the white president, who is in a coma, everybody know he gonna die. You better go get that white man because a white man in a coma beat 10 U.S. black senators." That's the message I'm getting. And then
wait.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to imagine
the sister that is dating this guy to get the power.
Yeah.
Is dating a white man in a coma.
Yeah.
Versus
that's the last episode I watched.
Versus a black U.S. senator. A U.S. senator. Yeah. That happens to be black.
Yeah, and he's like the head of the Senate. He ain't just like Johnny come lately like Obama was, just got elected for 2 years and now I'm president. This dude got power in the United States Senate, and she's like, hey. So you feel me?
But I'm crying.
So it's entertainment. That's entertainment now.
No.
But Django ain't entertainment.
No, but that's not the point. I mean, you struck a nerve, because
struck a nerve with me too, bro.
I mean, the last time I checked, there was like a race is measured by his woman. So if a woman feels like the black man is worth 10 less than a half dead cracker.
I need somebody to have the conversation. You see what I mean? Invite Dick Gregory. You ain't gotta invite me. You know, we met, and apparently, I ain't had a income bracket. You know what I mean? Because I'm with the people, and the people I roll with, we do certain things, dress a certain way. You know that you don't want to entertain. You want to do the what you would call dance. Then bring Dick Gregory. Without Dick Gregory, you wouldn't be sitting where you at. Let Dick Gregory talk about this. Okay? Don't ask me. I'm just the principal entity. That's the king of it. You feel me? I'm here to make sure that what he built don't crumble, because you sellouts running around want to be, seen and posing and really want to just basically be around the top white people. That's really the ultimate goal.
So,
I see Jay-Z. I see Jay-Z sitting up there with Warren Buffett. Okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not moved. I already know Jay-Z is way smarter than Warren Buffett. He wouldn't be where he was. That doesn't impress me that Jay-Z is with Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett should be it impresses me that Warren Buffett is with Jay-Z. That Warren Buffett is smart enough, unlike, other people that don't see it. Every rich white man in America better find him several Jay-Z real cats like us who really know what's going on out here, climbing and scratching to figure out how to perpetuate their society, because guess what? Their thing is crumbling. Because the white boys following them are like George Bush Jr. And all of the ones coming after it, the stock it's like, it's kaput. The store is empty, fam. It's kaput. I mean, they ain't got nobody on the bench. The bench is shallow. We got warriors coming. We got people. We got super intellect. We got people graduating from college at 13. Young black boys at a rate that is not being reported at all. Michael Baisden, I don't think I've had him once. So here, an interview of a black boy who graduated from college at 13. You're going to run around, you want to mentor people, let the 13-year-old tell him what he did.
So, what you're trying to tell me is...
something ain't right. And
niggas is that afraid of being black men?
I don't know what the deal is, John. I'm just, you asked me, you asked me why I came from my house down to Miami to talk to some teachers today, to share with them what I could about how to let people know that the glass is completely full. Because, see, right now, one of the biggest strategies that all of these cats use while they make their money is by spreading fear. You must buy this now. If you don't buy this now, no, that's the whole strategy. You with me?
I'm anti-fair. Like, I'm fearless.
But that's the strategy. I mean, that's how you get money.
I don't agree with that.
That's how you get money. That's the chief strategy. So that's what they all about. That's that whole 10% thing. You get the knowledge, you keep it to yourself. Okay. So I'm coming down here like, look, okay, boom. Fly me in. I do this. I talk to these teachers and let you know. Here's the deal. There ain't no, you don't have no disadvantaged kids. There are no F schools. That's a lie. That's an illusion. Wake up now. 1, 2, 3, wake up. That's a lie. There's nothing that you could teach these kids that they can't get 10 times as fast on YouTube. So there are no kids that are failing. They are smarter than you are already. Okay, let's start there. So now let's talk about how are we as a society going to benefit from that resource. Instead of trying to suppress it and put it in a warehouse until it's ready to either go to jail or go to a job, how can we capitalize on it immediately today? Okay, look at the young boy who came from Sierra Leone, I believe it was, who started a radio station with some found garbage in his country. He hasn't been on Michael Baisden's show. You with me? How come I know this and he don't? Who's he around? Yeah. Why isn't Shonda Rhimes writing about that? The first show, I was all in. I was like, all right, cool. She banged the president. Now what? She probably going to go bang like, Gaddafi or somebody. She gonna go around the world with it. Take over. If your pussy is that good, I'm gonna just be real talk. See, I ain't on Michael Baisden. I ain't got the FCC to worry about. They can all kiss my ass. And I ain't, I'm not censored. I'm squircular. I had the advantage. I'm a comedian. I get to tell the truth. That's the job I chose. So the deal is, if she got the pussy of life, that the president of the United States is all in, her puppet, then why don't you just take that pussy of life all around all 7 continents and do some Queen of Sheba, what's the Egyptian queen, Nzinga, just take over the whole fucking world. Don't be chasing after this motherfucking white man, Shonda Rhimes. What the fuck? Are we that gone that it's that deep that you are so... Oh my God, you are so much in desire of the approval of the slave master still that you're only, the highest thing you can attain in life is, if I can't be his wife, at least maybe I could be his wench. Kiss my ass and paint yourself purple so that when I see you coming, I could walk away.
I know hoes that won't go for that.
You know what I'm saying?
I know hoes that won't go for that.
You can solve the deficit. You got the pussy of life. You the smartest woman in the world, and you chasing this numpkins. What the fuck? Oh, we really love. No, here's what they say, John. But they really. This is what the sisters say. The sisters who all work for white men. They're gonna be mad at me. I don't care. Look and see where they get their money from. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They all. Anybody that got an argument with what I'm saying, ask them where they get their money ultimately from. They're gonna say, but they really love each other. I say, cool. That's cool. A lot of people really, you know, the senator really loved her. Or did you, what was she doing with the senator then? She didn't really, she was just slutty. She's just a slut. She didn't really. Oh, then they can say, oh, it's just a TV show. Oh, it's just a TV show.
It's indoctrinating the mind. It's perpetuating a thought pattern.
Thank you.
They
haven't watched parties. They are organizing to get together to watch this show.
What show?
The show I'm telling you about.
So you're telling me they have groups of black women that want to see another black woman?
Not only am I telling you that, I'm telling you that when Michael Baisden found out about this, he saw the dollar signs. He's like, oh shit, you mean I got people who will buy my book getting together to watch this TV show? Let me run into these motherfuckers and go and say, Scandal, the greatest show ever, the greatest show on earth. I'm there. Oh, let's watch it together. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, the money not real. The money not real, fam.
Hey, you know what money I want? I want the money with Nelson Mandela's face on it. Give me that money.
I got some Haile Selassie money.
That's who I want. I want South Africa to buy my book. You feel me? Give me some Nelson Mandelas. I want to have the mumps with Nelson Mandela. George Washington, Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin?
No, but the money technically not real.
Oh, it's a monopoly. They changing it as we speak.
Because every time, I think about it. If at the end of slavery, black people had 30% of the wealth, and 50 years later, they still got 30% of the wealth. The money can't be real, fam. Because I see more Benz in the hood, fam.
Exactly. It's like when you go to a casino, the house always wins. But they making the chips.
Yo, but it's like I don't really get that. Like I don't watch really a lot of TV. I'm busy. Like I'm doing things. I'm trying to advance my people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and myself. I mean, of course, and my friends first. You know, real talk. I'm not here to fantasize. But what I'm saying is, if that's going on, then we're in more trouble than we think. And that's the reality of it. Exactly. We're in some trouble because these sisters who feel these about these brothers raising the black men and women of tomorrow.
Thank you, John.
So at the end of the day, dude, we might as well be in slavery because we're going to end up without a house this time.
I'm glad you said it because they're going to say I said.
I mean, it sounds fucked up. I don't care. You feel me?
I want to hear the dialogue publicly.
You hear me? I don't care because it's like you're going to take your money and buy a Benz, but you never buy a schoolhouse. But you want to call yourself free. You can't be free if you're still inside their system.
Right. You want to raise money for mentoring.
I mean, it's still slavery.
Get a school.
But yo, look.
Get a land. Get a school.
It's still slavery, friend.
Hill Harper.
Because
Hill Harper
you know what?
Went to law school with Obama. Hill Harper is an actor. They raised this. You know what it is the mind. I think it's the diet. That's why Dick Gregory is so free. Because if you eating cow and drinking cow, and I mean, we know you are what you eat. Yeah. And I don't know their diet, but I'm just saying I do know the diet of most of the people in this country. Because McDonald's over 1 billion served. Somebody's eating them. I lived for a long time on the dollar menu. That was my regular diet.
No, we all had our bad days.
And that wasn't a bad day because I stood on top. Because that is real. That's why I can speak so confidently about my position, and I can speak to him privately, publicly. I don't want to ever take something. See, that's why I wrote an open letter to Michael Baisden, because I don't ever want to be just sitting in a room talking about.
Hold on. What you just said. So he knows your.
Oh yeah, I wrote an open letter to him. I posted it on his wall.
Has he replied? Has he replied?
No, he has not responded. He hasn't commented on the post. He's completely ignored it.
Did he take it down?
Did he take it? I don't know. My website did go down for like when I first wrote it. It's the blog, SH7 and ByLinx went down right after. But I don't know if there's. I doubt it. Doesn't matter. It's up now. And the point is, it's not about Michael Baisden. Certainly, it's not about Tom.
No, it's about the greater
Joyner.
picture.
It's about the bigger picture, and it's about us as men in society having the conversation that affects us as men in society, so that it is not a top down, right? Obama doesn't speak for anyone really beyond Obama. Ultimately, he has a job to do. He signed an executive order recently, as a part of his job for gun background checks.
Yo.
When I'm supposed to get excited about background checks for guns,
but no,
the criminals don't care a damn about a background check. It's a part of this illusion.
It's not about criminals, bro. It's about disarming the masses.
Oh yeah.
Because, bro, criminals don't buy guns legally.
Thank you. It's absurd. But we're supposed to be doing a dance because some white kids got shut up in Connecticut, and now he might have just said we're sending more black people to jail. Is what he might have said. Because whenever there's a new criminal law in place, you can check don't take my word for it. Whenever that means more black people go to jail.
But why
doesn't mean more white people go to jail. There's never been a history of this country a law in which the result has been more white people end up in jail.
Hold on. I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna ask you a question. But you don't have to answer it because I'm just asking really.
Got it.
I'm asking myself.
Okay.
I'm asking rhetorical. That's a big word. I learned another big word today. Because y'all know. Y'all already know. Anyway, exactly. So they changed the law because some white kids got killed by a mentally challenged individual. Right? They changed the law of guns. Mm-hmm. But a perfectly capable, mental, adult male shot and killed a irrational 14-year-old, because that's the picture they painted of him, and they can't repeal a law in the state that happened, but they want to do a national law because some white kid. So then that means literally your accent speaking so loud I can't really hear you.
Hear anything you're saying anymore. Even the music, it's hard to hear the music anymore. I love the old school, but it's Pandora now. You feel me? I could just go put in that because after a while it gets a little bit repetitive anyway. So and it's not like it's awful because it's such a powerful medium. It's like what Malcolm said about the nation, a beautiful organization just gets. Niggas fuck it up. Michael Baisden shows a beautiful thing, and niggas fucking it up.
Well, I don't even know Michael Baisden, for one.
I know you don't, and that's really.
Well, I mean,
just something else.
I mean,
because I like Michael Baisden, and I'm a champion for
who
Michael Baisden. I've had to defend him on so many occasions against sisters. They be like, I like Michael Baisden. I be like, what? You don't like? You know why? Because you don't recognize a man. You don't have any. You're not used to seeing a black man with an independent mind. That's what I got from that, and so now we got the black man with an independent mind perpetuating the idea that you don't get to see a black man with an independent mind, and now I'm saying, hell no, you won't do that on my watch.
Because before this particular point where it was put to the census that it could be commercially gainful, he was kind of...
He got enough money, man. Come on, he's up off the green.
I don't know the brother. I'm just trying to figure out. I don't really know
how much money you need.
I never heard his name before. Look, I read it on Facebook.
If I could get by with no house and a food stamp card for 15 years after being a lawyer, then I think he could survive on what he got. Okay? I've been all over the country to stay at some 5-star hotels with a food stamp card. So, really, what is it? What is it with the money?
Money's not real. I mean, regardless.
I don't get it.
But I mean, I'm just trying to give him an out. Maybe he did it for the money. I'm saying because why would you ruin your reputation?
I want to give him an out too. That's why I wrote him an open letter. Open letter. I said, hey, bro, I love you. What's going on? Like Marvin Gaye said, what's really going on?
I mean, I'm not a hater. I mean, I can care less what he does, what he don't do. Everybody got to feed their family. What I'm trying to figure out, what I'm trying to get to understand is how can people not see that food today is poison tomorrow? Because that food gonna go to bad. You have to plant some seeds that actually grow. And and have you can't plant flowers when it's gathering time.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I told you this before. I personally don't think black people have been post-slavery long enough to have any real money to instill any real future. And if they do, they ain't done it yet. So I'm thinking unity is the problem. But my name is Lynx, and I confess, I'm not your friend.
Here's the deal, though. The reality is the glass is completely full, Lynx. That's the honest to God.
No, I know this. You
I
know this.
I know exactly. And so once we accept that the glass is completely full, the question is, what are we now doing? And I was very moved today with these teachers, and I certainly hope they watch this post. I hope they link and add their comments, because they came in the room with broke kids, and they left with kids that are completely perfect, and they ain't see the kids.
But you know what I saw from my angle?
Yeah, what did you
I
see
saw
from your angle?
A group of humans that happened to be teachers that cared about other humans. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Because over and over I heard, I love my job.
Me too.
My kids. Teachers. Well, I can remember it was a time when teachers was like, you don't want to learn whatever. I get a paycheck. I already got my degree. I remember going to school, teachers like that.
Yes,
exactly. And my mother's a teacher. And she was doing like 40 years. So when I hear a teacher say she loves her job, in Miami-Dade County, like, it give me bumps. Like, look, I ain't even playing.
Yeah.
Because
I know.
I grew up with a teacher. So I respect him on a level. And I heard repeatedly, my kids, it was love in that room. And like when they got into the whole y'all gonna see the video. I'm just talking because I was so happy and pleased to be with your brother this morning and enjoy the sunlight at the Adrian Arts Center.
My brother.
And
That's how we do this.
Summer school in January was cool.
Love that right there is priceless. You can't when you do that, that's love right there.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? It was touching because I'm sitting back and I'm recording and I'm sitting back and I'm like, they're into it.
Yeah.
They're interacting with it.
Yeah.
And like you said, they came in with, I do learning disability, to leaving with my kids.
Yeah.
Like it was almost like they refound the reason why they took the damn job in the first place. Like they refound that love. And it was beautiful because at the same time, you were laughing. Like you were cracking jokes and they were cracking jokes with you and they was asking you questions and it was beautiful.
Telling the truth.
It was beautiful.
I'm just doing what Dick Gregory told me to do, man. Honestly, God, I've been studying Dick Gregory. I never met the man. I've been studying him. I read his books, I watched his videos. I understand there's a science to what he's changed the world. His diet, he was the first one really talking about diet. I mean, really, I studied.
He used to be fat, right?
Yes, he did.
Obese. He was obese at one point.
Obese.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I know about the brother a little bit because I'm not a political racist person. I say what comes to my mind. I speak on what I feel. What I don't feel, I don't care about.
Yeah.
And I feel you, so I'm talking to you. So I appreciate today.
It's a blessing to be back in Miami, man.
And I feel what you did for Miami because in 2012 you did some really powerful things.
Thank you, brother.
So Michael Baisden, just understand you are a moment in time. Like your brother got a lot of things he's doing.
Let's hope he's not a moment in time. For
this conversation. Really, I don't want to take it personal. I don't want to take it personal.
Yeah.
But we have to call you on this because we're not halfway haters.
Right, exactly.
We're committed to the movement.
Exactly.
We're committed to our people. We're committed to all people. We're committed to good living because guess what? Nobody going to go back to Africa. Nobody going back to Europe. And nobody getting back off the reservation. So we have to learn to live together. So under the spirit of just trying to survive this motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Michael Baisden, don't take it personal.
Yeah, this is the verbal equivalent of a drop squad. You know what I mean? We just like saying, look, man, hey, no, man, don't do that shit no more.
Get it
right.
This will pass, and he'll get over it, and he'll be better for it.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And we'll all be better for it.
Exactly.
Because from what I gather, he's
and hopefully Spike Lee will be better too. Because I'm gonna tell you how Dick Gregory went in on him.
Spike Lee. It ain't the first time he's been told that. So that brother gone.
Yeah.
It ain't the first time.
He's gone. We cut him loose.
No, I've been cut Spike Lee a long time ago.
Is he CJ?
I love the brother.
Black race can't afford you no more.
Can't afford you no more.
Oh shit.
But I let him go from the time when him and the other brother Brooklyn something. In the Red Hook, the movie.
My man, okay, let me tell you my Matty Rich story. Almost nobody knows this. I haven't written about it, but my first professional acting job was a soldier's play. I was at the time that I got that, and this was in 1990 while I was in law school, while I was the national director of black law students, was also cast in a little movie called Straight Out of Brooklyn, which gives us the guy who was a big celebrity in Weeds, Dennis. I forget his last name, but Dennis has done quite well in his career.
But that movie had a great impact on my life. I want you to know that.
I know it did. Let me tell you something.
Look what I'm doing now.
The role that Matty Rich played in that movie,
yeah,
I created that role. Ask Matty today. Ask anybody who was on that. Ask Dennis. Call him. I created everything that Matty Rich did in that role. I did all of that in rehearsals. I did everything. The movie was running so far behind. This is my Little Richard moment. They stole that from me. That's my shit. Everything he did, you can ask anybody. That was mine. You ask David Lamb. David Lamb's a credible source. And then he was so far behind his shooting because he had, a really, really low budget, that I went off and did a soldier's play. Thank God I did. And for 2.5 months I traveled, and he had to jump in and play that role. Thank God I say that for me and for him, because what made him have the greatest appeal was not as a director, not as a writer, that he was a director and a writer and an actor, and finally we got another nigga that could shut Spike Lee up. That damn Spike Lee, he thinks he's so much. Well, look at here, we got another nigga just like you from Brooklyn, motherfucker. That's what was the story, okay, was jumping off. So it was Matty Rich and Spike Lee, and they had that little encounter that you're referring to, where Spike Lee tried to give Matty Rich editing advice. The film's editing, from Spike Lee's point of view, could use some help. At the time, I agree. When I see it later, it was like, this seems really petty, because I love the movie all these years later. But but Matty Rich told Spike Lee to kiss his ass. I'm making my movie. What the fuck you think you are? You ain't, But that time, Spike had like maybe 1 or 2 movies. So Spike's always had this superciliousness about him that I have also, that says, here, this is how you do it. And it comes up like that. And Matty was like, fuck you. I'm an artist. I'm a filmmaker. I'm making my movie. You make your movie. And he won some awards, and he went on to do some other movies, and, and some, some other stories involved in that one. But Spike is doing Spike. I've enjoyed Spike. I thank God for Spike. Better Blues. I thank God for all of that. Denzel
that's
stuff
not what I'm saying.
Sam Jackson. He gave us Sam Jackson with things are squircular. That's why it's always, see, here's the deal, John. It's always completely full, because for everything you could say about someone that you got a little bit of
I don't.
It's like, they did this.
No. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Spike Lee, Bill Cosby, Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
You feel me? I can go on forever and ever and ever and a day. I could talk about, Uncle Tom's Cabin, the book, whatever, and tell you all these characters in history played a role in my life, because they all added something to my character. So whatever Spike Lee did, okay, granted,
right?
He did it. He did it. He did it, and like I told you a time before, he did it. And what was so good about him doing was nobody else was doing it.
Exactly.
And he did it with a proper budget. At the time, it was HD film. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
At the time, it wasn't an exploitive movie where it was like just cheaply done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
What Matty Rich did was let the black film industry know that, look, bro, we ain't got no money, but we're willing to do it. We could guerrilla mafia this and get on the big screen.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? He did it with a credit card. What I remember.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing I don't like about it was Spike didn't have to make a public statement. He could call him on the phone.
Yeah.
Hey, homie.
I don't know how to
do
homie. Down.
I got you, man.
You
need me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because with me, it's like this.
It's that Mandingo shit. They fighting each other.
Yeah, but see, fuck that tribalism, because we've been mixed up too long.
Yeah.
We got to learn to live together, because we all we got.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, he could have called the brother on the phone and say, look, bro, I got you. That whole thing about we can't have a movie open on the same day. He can say, yeah, bro, you get the East Coast, I get the West Coast. Let's do it. Come on, let's go get it. He could have been more of a soldier about it. See, I'm kind of a militant, halfway, you know. But I don't get religious. I don't get political. I can give a shit.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
About the frivolous things.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what makes sense?
Yeah.
What's ground zero? Let's build a school. Let's build a hospital. Let's build some housing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Like the Benz. Okay, we can make one and call it Wins. When we do it, it'll be done. You feel me? We don't gotta buy that right now.
That's why you got,
you know what I mean?
Jay Jigga, all of them cats, man. They
done it
like a super high. They took the Underground Railroad and turned it into a super highway.
Yeah, but I like the swamp. You feel me? I can deal with the swamp because I know when I get out of the swamp, I'm good. The way we at now, we got the swamp. We got more swamp. Yeah. We got different swamp. We got swamp with like animals like prehistoric and shit. We got animals that's hybrids. These animals carrying disease like packages and dropping bombs on us. Like this shit is retarded. Because what happened? I ain't even gonna talk about that, man. Whatever. Let me smoke a joint. But whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets serious. You know, I don't really talk much. But what I'm saying is, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that I got the chance to see you. Because I can rant forever. Like you didn't want me to just get me started. Like I'm glad we spent the day together because I haven't seen you in what 6 months.
Yeah.
So, but you've been in Tallahassee doing your thing, and I appreciate the things you post on Facebook because you're interesting, brother. You know what I'm saying? And you know we're here to help. We ain't trying to tear it down. So whatever happens, happens. We just gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But in the long,
and likewise, man, I'm telling you, what you got going here in Miami is major.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
But you're helping get to the next level.
Look, you know, we're gonna get a film in the film festival, all the plans, but that's the mentoring. See, like today, we could have talked an hour about performance, but we had them each perform. There's nothing else to say. You know, you had now the experience of it, you have the motivation of it, and then I could say that would do what they did. There's no exercise, no game. They're performing, and now they have been deputized to carry this message beyond. So not just with your kids, but be the message. Be that the glass is completely full. So when you hear fiscal cliff and all of that, you're like, hold on, wait a minute. No. The glass is completely full. We good. The fear ain't none of that here.
I'm gonna say one thing political, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna say one thing because you touched a nerve, but that fiscal cliff.
Okay.
All right. How is the American government so petty that the fiscal cliff took $30 in my wife's check?
Wow, is that how they're doing it now?
Did you need it that bad?
That's how they doing it now.
Did you need it that bad? Like you couldn't fix it? Wow. You couldn't fix it so I can keep my $30? I'm on the front line.
It's pimping.
You taxing me on Good Morning This Christmas. You taxing me you taxing me like for what? You need $30 from every American to do what? Go bomb Libya?
Look, I'm gonna say some shit right now.
I mean, really?
In this public, I don't know what you're gonna include in this video, but I just had to say the truth, and the truth is,
I mean, they were getting raw. They're getting it raw.
The game is pimping.
All right, pimping.
And they wonder why a black man is the best at it. 'Cause we've been pimping the longest. The game of politics is pimping. The game of government is pimping. Yeah, what does the government do? The government says, "Job, go bring me my motherfucking money, bitch. You ain't got my motherfucking money. Is Obama gonna have to smack a bitch?" That's the job of the government, is for you to bring you their money now. And they got you thinking that they work for you. That's what the pimp says to the hoe. Look, baby, I'm doing this job for you. They pimping. It's pimping. So I study political science. I have a degree in political science. I studied public policy at Princeton University, where Michelle Obama went to school. So while I can speak in a colloquial language that every man can understand, because I have nothing to hide. See, when you speak in ways that other people don't understand you, it's because you're hiding something from those people. I have nothing to hide from them or you. And so I simply say it's pimping, pimping. That's what the government is doing. They're pimping Americans left, right, up, and down. Consequently, that's what it is. So now when you see a black man where the fuck kind of country we living in where your president of the United States walks like this? And everyone, oh my God, he's so cool. He has so much swag. It's pimping, pimping. It's been pimping. They got all these comedians up. Oh, this is his interpretation. That to me, that's like, oh, so you're blind. So they have to tell you what they can't read. That's why you're reading it for them, because they can't read it themselves. That's what the comedians, they say, oh, this is what Obama's really saying. I don't know those guys, but Obama was quick to have them on there. I mean, Baisden was quick to have those guys on there that talk about, you know, what the president is really saying, some sketch comedy thing that white people making money off of. The minstrel show. Saturday Night Live. Jay Farrow. They quick to have that on there, right?
They sued the masses. You gotta think they put on Obama, then they put him on right after.
Exactly.
It's all timing.
Exactly.
You gotta say some pimp shit that didn't get explained. Get sued.
Like, oh, y'all didn't already see this. That's why it's funny. You didn't see Obama when he was. What you thought? Everybody sees how the nigga walk. You don't see he's pimping. I thought everybody knew he was jacking Malcolm X for his speeches. No, they didn't know that. He just go straight out. He went straight to Malcolm's playbook. So I forget sometimes that I wear glasses, y'all. Consequently, I can see shit that people who got astigmatism don't see. And then that's why I wear scorcular. This is glasses. Here, put these on. And you'll be able to see all this shit because the glass is completely full. I can see why you think it ain't, because you got to put your glasses on. See my glasses? They squircular, ain't they? Yeah. Put your squircular glasses on. See all this shit a lot better.
Let me get my squircular glasses.
Put your squircular glasses. Put your squircular glasses on, John.
Because you know,
I take them off when I read my stuff, because my stuff is clear. When I read, I take them off. But when I look at the situation, I'm like, oh, okay, got it. Michael Baisden.
Michael Baisden. Please answer.
I don't answer because I love him.
Please answer the question. Please answer the question, sir.
Because my man, cool in the fan.
Because between me and you,
I like his plays. I want to direct one of his plays, man. I want to help him out. I really want to contribute to his thing, man. Because he's moving way slower than he has to. Because he's barking up the wrong tree. He got everything he needs. The glass is completely full. He don't need Shonda Rhimes and her Hollywood people. He don't need Oprah and OWN Network. He don't need none of that. He don't need none of that. He is his thing. He's a rock. He don't need anything. His glass is completely full. He wants to talk to Dick Gregory. He wants to be mentored by Dick Gregory is what he wants.
I mean, like,
he wants to be with Farrakhan. He wants to be with Farrakhan. He might be a little bit afraid. I said that, but I don't take him for that kind of person. But he wants to, because that's where he's at now. You know, he don't want to be hanging. I mean, Reverend Al Sharpton is cool, but he's not.
No.
You got to know when you're beyond a certain conversation and stop having it, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah, that's my biggest pet peeve. Is like,
you just say hi and bye to certain people because you've already had the conversations you're gonna have.
Like, it don't make no sense.
And it's like, hey, what's up? Good to see you. All right, keep doing your thing. I'm over here talking to some people about some things I ain't. You know what I mean? Say out of grown folks' business
all day.
I'm going to talk to some grown folks now because they growing. They growing. That's why it's called grown.
You grew.
You grew. It ain't got nothing to do with age. It's got to do with your growth. Your what? Your vortexual, who you really are.
You know what I read this morning? You know what I read this morning? I read something Muhammad Ali said.
Okay.
Muhammad Ali, I believe I read it on your page, maybe. You might be telling, I might be speaking truth to truth. I read something this morning, sometime like maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't know when it was. But somebody reposted Muhammad Ali's speech or saying where he says, if a man sees the world the same as he saw it when he was 25 years old, and he's 50,
he's wasted 25
years, something like that. Like, it was real profound. Like, that's
exactly
how I feel. Like, people say, Links, you know, Ja, like, you're a hell of a workaholic. But I'm like, you only get 24 hours, bro. I mean, only get 24 hours. Like,
you don't watch Scandal? What you want me to do?
You know what I mean? Like, Michael Baisden, like, I appreciate you, bro, but, like, I work it. You feel me?
You know what TV show I like?
What?
Modern Family. No black people on it. Modern Family.
That's
got my man Al Bundy from back in the day on there.
Bomb show. Ever seen him on The Master Genius?
That was the first show Hill Harper ever did, was that Al Bundy Family, whatever it was called. I don't know remember what it called, but Al Bundy show. Love and Marriage.
Oh, that
Hill Harper was the first black dude that had a regular
on record. Pill shit. On record. I still love Kelly Bundy.
Oh, Kelly's fine. Kelly's fine. She can get it.
I can make money with her.
It's pimpin'. Seriously though. Modern Family is fun. It's funny. It's smart. Michael Baisden, he don't need any of that, man. He just do your thing, man. You have arrived. You got so much more resources than Bill Cosby had when he started the Cosby Show.
Whoa, let me tell you. I read a story once when I was a little kid. Maybe I read it wrong. I'm dyslexic. You know, I kind of like got mental challenges. They call me all kind of shit, but I don't know what them letters mean. Anyway, Bill Cosby, I read a story or heard something that said Bill Cosby, when at the height of the Cosby Show, wanted to buy Channel 4. And the guy was like, nigga, you crazy?
Exactly. That's exactly
and so I said to say this, I'm proud of Oprah Winfrey.
Me too.
Like, I'm hell up, I'm proud of her. I hate that she sold out after she got everybody to watch the show at first and then was like, switch.
Yeah.
But at this point in the game, I'm proud of her.
Yeah, Oprah's doing her thing, man.
She pimping.
She's pimping hard, ain't she?
You know what I mean?
Hey, no Oprah, no Obama.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you. There was a dub poet named Muda Baruch, I believe. And if I'm giving him credit and he didn't say this, then please find the person that said this.
Okay.
But somebody said that Oprah Winfrey had 50 million white women in her bosom. She was the only woman that could put a black president in power. Yeah. And even though that wasn't one of those street build your black consciousness tapes back in the 90s or something like that, it kind of was true. Because once she once she said Obama, it was like a no-brainer.
It was like, okay.
It was like, Oprah said it.
Okay. Where's Obama? Who's Obama? Where is he? We love him wherever he is. We love that nigga.
She stamped him. She stamped him, bro. I mean,
freshly minted president.
It was like weird because I remember hearing the speech or the lecture, whatever it was, and somebody said,
Stedman, you could kiss my ass. Okay?
What the hell wrong with Stedman? What's wrong with Stedman? I hear all kind of stories about Stedman.
I don't know him like that. I don't know. I really ain't got no
good words on
them. I'm not really even up on them. I only know certain things. I listen to Baisden, so I know Baisden. I came across Obama. Certain people I came across. Oprah, I'm not in her fan audience.
No.
I said she got something with rappers or something.
Yeah, I heard she don't like rappers, but Ice Cube, get over that. Cause
Ice Cube is my man.
No, that's my dude. Ice Cube,
He's stepping away. He's growing. Ice Cube, man. He's just expanding.
Bro, let me explain something to you. Ice Cube is as cool as water.
Yeah.
As necessary as water. Let me explain something to you. This brother has moved from the ghetto to the top of the game without rippling the water. He has to be water. He has to be what his man's name has to be Ice Cube, man.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah.
His name has to be Ice Cube.
That's
bro. This man moved. The man moved from hip hop to a production house to whatever the hell he into.
Yeah, exactly.
He went from straight thug to being a thug appreciated. He did
thug loved.
Dude, he's a thug icon.
Yeah.
This man said, "Fuck the police." This man said, "Fuck the police."
Yeah, Ice Cube.
And ended up, didn't he get a Grammy?
Yeah, he got a bunch of Grammys, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you say "fuck the police"? Be a real nigga, or NW motherfucking a nigga.
And you know when niggas from New York fell in love with him, He came to New York with his first shit. He was having them say, "Fuck you, Ice Cube." Okay, that was his shit. Niggas was like, "Wow,
yo,
what kind of motherfucker is this?"
That man had a song. The man had a song said that today was a good day.
Exactly.
Let niggas remind motherfuckers just to know that, bitch, you made it to 6 o'clock and you not dead. Right. Give thanks to God.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like Ice Cube did it, bro. He got on a level.
I've never heard him on Michael Baisden. Michael Baisden don't even play Ice Cube. Michael Baisden wouldn't even probably be in this. I wonder if they've even met.
Yo, Ice Cube did some pimp things about the, you know I'm an artist, right? Like I paint pictures. So
do I know that? Are you kidding me? Yeah.
All right. So Ice Cube, I like Ice Cube because he did some real pimp thing. He found his artist, so artists found him, and they created artwork together. Wow. Shameless plug, like somebody help me. I'm like Cube did it. My glass is full. You know what I'm saying? I share. Mine's on auto refill. I can help you. Like I'm not a burden, baby. I'm not a burden.
Exactly.
I'm successful.
And right, you know, in the film projects we have, that's where that's gonna come in because. The fact of the matter is, people have done certain things with visual art, but they've only scratched the surface.
I'm gonna give another shameless plug.
Yeah.
I like your Bob Marley pen. You know why?
Why?
Because everything gonna be all right.
Everything gonna be all right.
One love.
That's the Patriot Saints. See?
You feel me?
People wearing flag. You wearing a U.S. flag? Really? That's what you represent, Obama? The red, white, and blue. That's your whole thing. See, here's the deal. Let's keep it real with Obama now. This ain't political. This is genetic. Obama thought he was half white. He thought he was half white.
What do you mean he thought he was half white?
Yeah, he thought his mama was white.
Who his mama is?
His mama's black.
So who the white lady? Foster parents?
There is no white lady. It's like, you know, that Teo thing in Notre Dame where he thought there was a girlfriend, but there is no girlfriend.
Hold on. So who?
I'm about to tell you.
Hold on, bro. This is a news flash.
This is news.
This is news. Like,
read the leading
educate me.
Ancestry.com. Don't take my word for it. Who is this guy?
No, I'm gonna Google it. I will Google shameless plug.
SH7 with Square Killer talking all this.
What are you talking about?
Ancestry.com. From the moment that Obama was elected, it may have been selected, actually. When he was selected to run for the president, they started to research. They'll tell you when it was. They started researching his genealogy. So right away, I talk about this in Squircular, they announced right away that he was related to Dick Cheney.
George Bush too, right?
He's related to George Bush. Okay, right away. But they didn't announce George Bush during the campaign. They got some mileage. They got some political capital out of Dick Cheney. They were. In fact, Obama's met with Cheney, and they talked about it publicly that they met. So they got mileage. They don't just talk about things in a sound bite. You got 30 seconds to reach the world, and you happen to mention something. There ain't no happen to mention. That is intention. You want the world to know that you are related to Dick Cheney. So he's not all nigga. He's not. Don't worry. He's not nigga. He's an African and a white lady. That was the message I got.
So that's why you push the gay agenda, because Dick Cheney's daughter's gay, right?
I don't know.
I'm just questioning because you know I'm stupid. And
here come along Ancestry.com near the end of the first term and says it was New York Times. It was in the news for a hot second. Don't nobody know this, but yet it was. So you can't say they hid it. But all you gotta do is go to Ancestry.com right now and you'll find it. Obama, no. This is
who's
funny.
His mother?
I'm about to try to it. This is the beauty of it. This is how you know people say, oh, the universe was an accident. It was just some fish that grew legs. I say, okay, well, let me tell you something. That fish was a hell of a motherfucker.
I'd rather be a fish than a monkey. I'd rather be a fish than a monkey. I ain't gonna be no monkey, man. I can't be a monkey.
The poetry of this fish was beautiful because Obama is not only a descendant of an American slave. He is a descendant of the first American slave.
Nah, man.
I know. If I made this up, I would be a genius fiction writer. I've never written fiction yet. I'm working on a novel now. And I hope I can make up things as amazing as this true story about the current president of the United States, who was inaugurated Today? Tomorrow? Sunday?
Today.
That's why we got to protest. Yeah.
Monday.
This is in honor.
Congratulations,
of
Obama.
Obama, congratulations.
Congratulations.
I hope we get to meet.
Legalize that shit.
$2 for the chance to have dinner with you. You want to come hang out with me and my man and talk some truth? You're invited.
And legalize it.
So
stop being scared, man. Stop being scared, man. Like, you got 4 more years. You ain't going nowhere.
Thank you.
Like, legalize it, man, for real. I don't smoke. Just disclaimer.
I do, and it's not a disclaimer.
Well, if you do, I will. If you do, I will. Okay.
It's ridiculous.
I look up to you guys.
Man, it's ridiculous. So Dick Gregory does. So he talks about that. He's like, Anyway, the fact is, Obama's a descendant of the first black. And here's how the deal goes down. Here's how you get to be the first black slave. He was an African, and he came over as an indentured servant. So he's really 2 Africans that he's the descendant. This is so beautiful. This fish has a great sense of polarity, because his father was a bona fide African of the day. His mother is a descendant of the first African that came over here as an indentured servant who kept running away. He was like, man, fuck this. I ain't never indentured servant. I'm a motherfucking king in Africa. They can kiss my ass all this land. You're going to have to come catch my black ass. And they did repeatedly. They said, motherfucker, you keep running away, that's going to be it. And he ran away one too many times and said, God damn it, you are a fucking slave for the rest of your black ass life. That's who Obama is a descendant of. Over the years, you start passing. So it wasn't that, because it was a man. So he must have had a daughter who was a mistress in the house, had a little bit lighter kid. Boom. The classic theory of Yakub, where we talk about the recessive gene, the dominant gene. You keep mating the lighter and 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 lighter. Eventually, you get somebody that look like Obama's mama. Miss Ann is her name. Miss Ann Dunham. This has got a great sense of polarity.
The grandfather's white.
Huh?
Which one of them? I don't know, man. Like,
go
I'm not
Ancestry.com.
I'm not
Don't ask. Hey, go ask Ancestry.com.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
He hasn't said a word.
He hasn't refuted.
Can you forgive me? I forgive you. I'm saying, bing, 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 bing.
No, because somebody's gonna say that. Somebody's gonna ask you that.
They don't have to ask me. I'm not there holding the press conference. Like, he holds press conferences.
Remember,
I don't have a radio show. I don't answer questions.
Let me clarify.
If you want to know my answer, you send me a check and I'll show up and we'll talk. I'll read you my book and shake your hand.
Let me clarify this. In this situation, my role is simply to be the devil's advocate. Yeah, so I might say some ignorant things because technically there are some people out there that are less educated and less informed.
They don't have on their squircular glasses.
No, they don't have the squircular glasses on. So I have to be the voice of random dumbass questions for pure entertainment value and nothing else.
I wouldn't say it's dumb because there's many things, like you know how to build a house. I would be starting from scratch. I would be standing around for like a whole day just thinking about almost like what a house is. So I am stupid in that regard, and yet I have unlimited potential as a result. So we're talking about, there aren't dumb people. They're just people that have unlimited potential for growth in certain areas of their life.
See, and you just put me in my place because, I'm going to say the wrong thing at the wrong time. And I want you to understand that's what this show is really about. Mm. The wrong thing at the wrong time. Mm. But I hope you do understand it takes a bit of intelligence to do that. Mm. So kiss me.
So you're a lover, not a fighter. See?
No. I believe in a peaceful revolution because I don't want to bleed. You understand? But if I have to, I will. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. But I would rather not. Yeah. So if I can get my enemy to laugh with me, I can get him to eat with me. If I can get him to eat with me, we can get drunk together. We can get drunk together, then we can light the spliff up, and we can get lifted up so that we can enjoy the rest of our motherfucking life without any goddamn problems.
Thank you, heaven on earth.
You know what I'm saying? Because the glass is always
completely full.
And that's the point of the whole situation. I mean, at some point, we have to realize that, hey, man, we all got one basic thought. Survival. You get out of my way, I get out of your way. I see you at the club on Friday.
Exactly.
I bring the lighter, you bring the rolling paper, she got the thing. You know. And we get squircular with it, baby.
Keep it squircular. Keep it funky.
100%. That's why we're going to go to the movies, buy 2 tickets, and watch 8 movies. Because it's the perfect calamity. You know, because we're going to see Django. And what's up with Django? Because I heard Dick Gregory, you hit me to something that Dick Gregory said. Again, I'm getting back on it. Because at the end of the day, what's the boy name again we talking about? That's how much I even care about this man.
Let's not even say it anymore.
Merry Christmas. You got a free gift. God bless you. See? Happy New Year's. You're fresh.
Like, you know,
those
that want to see, it's hard. It's easy to lead people in the wrong direction. Some people, it's hard to lead them in the right direction.
All right.
Django is cool. Jamie Foxx does his thing. Sam Jackson has redefined the whole game in his performance, and the minutes he has on screen. He redefined the whole game. He just took it to a level of truthful authenticity, dignity. I wouldn't even say channeling, because that's almost like taking something from it. You know, like there were moments in Malcolm where you could feel like Denzel was channeling Malcolm. And that's because we've seen live tapes of Malcolm. And in some ways, it takes something away from Denzel.
I'm gonna say this, and don't get mad at me. But you know,
yeah, Roger Guinevere Smith. Okay. That's my man. I haven't met him, but I'm down with him.
His name's too long for me to really pronounce properly, so I'll let you say it.
You're gonna be pronouncing it properly in a minute, because
I've always, and Denzel, I don't get it twisted because I really don't care. Like the movie got made, and that's the point.
Which one?
But like Malcolm X. But I always felt like that brother.
Yeah.
Should have played Malcolm X.
Isn't that something?
Because honestly, if you look at pictures, he actually looks like Malcolm X.
Yeah, that's a pimp move right there.
Like Denzel, he did the job. Now,
you know that story? Do you know the story how that movie got made?
No.
Let me give you a quick one.
I just like Malcolm because the brother was a pimp.
Let me give you the quick story on that. See, these are stories that are not being told, but they can be found, and part of our oral tradition is to share these kinds of stories so our history is maintained. Part of the story, as an observer and a participant in some footnote of the whole thing, is that James Baldwin wrote the first script for
James Baldwin, black brother, who played
African American man, wrote the first script, which was called One Day When I Was Lost. It was the film adaptation of Alex Haley's book about autobiography of Malcolm X. James Baldwin wrote that. The project bounced around Hollywood for many, many, many years, never seeing the light of day until Norman Jewison, a white man, the director of a soldier's play, was attached. The only remaining question was who was going to be Malcolm X, because, you know, as Sam Jackson likes to say it, in those days, there was only one black actor that they could have. That's how Sam Jackson says it.
Who was black enough?
And so it was like, who could really do this? You know, who's scary enough, but yet we could deal with it. You know, that's kind of really the deal.
Yeah, the other brother's too light to really be scared of.
I don't know the story.
They could have put a little.
So anyway, along comes a little dude, physically short.
I just say that because I'm being ignorant. You know what I mean?
Named Spike Lee. Does a movie. Thank God he's supercilious though. Does a movie called She's Gotta Have It. All of a sudden, everybody, black people, line up to kiss his ring finger and worship him.
I never watched that movie.
It's a fun film.
I don't like it.
Film.
I never watched it.
And he says he doesn't like it either. Spike Lee, by his own admission, says he no longer likes it. Or he said he finds it difficult to watch. I think that were his exact words that I heard. At any rate, it comes along comes Spike Lee, I think after maybe his second movie, maybe not, maybe it might have just been after his first movie, and says, a white man shouldn't direct Malcolm X. How can a white man direct this movie? This is racist.
I remember that.
And he had his hat on, he was like, just raggedy, aggressive. Yeah, but the Brooklyn, black people was eating it up. It was a good spiel. It was a good spiel, man. And we all, hook, line, sinker, everybody ate up except the elders. Gregory, Amiri Baraka, who whose daughter was having at that point some relationship, wrote some of Spike's books with him. So it was kind of interesting relationship going on there. That you with the daughter, but the daddy don't like you. Okay, and publicly don't like you. So when you come out talking about Malcolm this, Malcolm that, he comes out and says, "What, you gonna let that little such and such, I don't know the exact words, direct this movie? He can't direct this movie about Malcolm X." Almost as if saying, "I know this nigga personally. This motherfucker." That's what I was getting because of the the connection.
It was that wild.
Spike comes back and says, "Well, he can't tell me what to do. He didn't know Malcolm X. He was running around in the village with white people, and he's like white." So it got real like bitchy. Got real bitchy.
So that
Hollywood went for it. White people get scared about certain shit. I don't know what goes down. They kicked motherfucking Jewison off the project.
Yeah, but they gotta make money, y'all. Like, they have to make a profit.
Well, I don't
like,
know.
At the end of the day,
they're going to make money.
At the end of the
They'll
day,
just be like, this nigga wasn't worth it. Malcolm X, fuck him. Let's give him back to the niggas. Okay, so we got Spike Lee. But still the question was, so by this point, Jewison had directed Denzel in Soldier's Play. Oh, every fucking role that Denzel did damn near up until Malcolm, he was fucking auditioning for Malcolm.
I'm gonna tell you something. There's only like 3 movies that Spike Lee has that I actually
Can I answer the damn question? About. Which ones?
The college one.
Oh yeah, School Days.
School Days. I'm ignorant.
I know
remember.
You are. Let me just finish telling you this story, telling the more important to people that want to know this, that are coming along in the film generation. The next generation of filmmakers want to know about how this movie got made. This is important film history.
So tell the story. Don't let me stop you.
Boom, Spike comes along, they go back and forth, they give it to him. They're like, fuck it. Hoping that he'll fail. Spike Lee did the best he could. He was over his head. I went in to audition for one of the roles, the guy who was Brother Earl. I went in. You see my complexion?
Yeah.
Okay. Watch the movie and see the complexion of the dude that they cast. That's all I'm saying. I go in, but here's the key point about it. I'm not saying I didn't get the role because I'm light. I'm not saying that at all. I didn't get the role because I didn't get the role. I'm glad I didn't get the role because I haven't really seen that dude lately.
No, I mean, once you play that role, killing Malcolm X, like, you really don't get another chance.
Oh, no, he didn't kill Malcolm X. He was Malcolm X's boy. He was Brother Earl, the guy who was there with him.
Oh, Brother Earl. Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm thinking the brother used to rap. The one that did the anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So anyway, but the point of my saying that I went in is because when I went in and met with the casting people, I had the James Baldwin script. That was the original script. That I read that. They had never heard of it. They had never heard of it. They asked me at an audition to borrow my original script of the Malcolm X film. I said, I was new to the business. I was like, okay, will you send it back? Sure, we'll send it back. Motherfuckers never sent it back, first of all. And it told me later.
But do you have proof of that?
Yeah, my word.
Good by me.
Yeah. And there's somebody that said it didn't happen that was in the room. We can go back and check the record, see did I ever audition for that role. We could, yeah. I got evidence.
Move on.
They had never heard of it. I don't think there was ever a credit given to James Baldwin for that script. I think it's written, directed by Spike Lee.
It can't be written by Spike Lee. It cannot. It cannot be written by.
That's the credit that's given on the movie. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me good. And yet, elements of Baldwin's original story survive that script. I know that I know that someone in his organization had possession of that script because I personally gave it to someone in his organization. So there's no plausible deniability as far as I'm concerned that you didn't know about Baldwin's script. We're talking James Baldwin, Spike Lee. Who do you think is a better writer?
Spike Lee?
Right, exactly. And that's what the generation, exactly.
I'm playing my role.
I know, but that's exactly right. And that's the thing. You ask a kid in school, do you know Spike Lee or do you know James Baldwin? They'd be like, James, I don't know who James is.
The point of this whole exercise is to get you to think.
Spike, you cannot, you're going to completely neglect to talk about James Baldwin's time on the job when you do that film, Spike? You're not gonna mention that?
Yeah, but
that's not a footnote.
He's a little guy. Like he had the no.
He think they got the money from Dade. They got white people got black people thinking that money is the thing. That you get the money, you got to keep getting the money, and if nobody ain't got the money, then there's something that transcends this money thing. The reason you got the 40 acres and a mule, you didn't get it from the money. You got it because people paid the price.
Wait, he got 40 acres and a mule?
It's a film company.
Oh, because I don't know nobody else who got 40 acres and a mule. Take a opinion we get back to it later.
So all I'm saying is we're living in a squircular time. It's now time for the clean glass of water to stand beside the dirty glass of water. We have access to that with love. We say, go ahead, you can pick up any glass of water. We got pink glasses, we got yellow glasses, we got pure glasses, we got glasses with all sugar and brown dye. Coca-Cola, you can have that. That's water with sugar and brown dye in it. Go enjoy that. We got vitamin water. It's light pink. You can have that. Put my name on it. You can have that. So what we're doing right now, John, what you're doing is bottled water, bro. We're going up to the spring. You're going up to the springs, dipping, and it ain't the bottled water that go through no purified. We got a bottle, and we're at the stream, and we're saying, here, people, here's water. Come on and drink. This is real water.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know, this is ByLinx TV. We were Summer Hill 7. Stay tuned. It's been an hour already. We're going in hard. Summer.
Yeah.
Speak on, brother.
No, man. I listen. I got mad love for everybody. My life is great. My family is doing great. I got brothers and sisters that love me, and nieces and nephews, and I'm happy. I just,
your brother. You're big of your brother. He is your brother. I think he's your brother, but I hope he's your brother because I called him your brother. But he has this thing with the whole dream warrior thing. Orion.
Oh yeah.
He's doing the whole dream, the whole
Orion. Orion is really my brother. Like, we got the same birthday type brother, 6'6". So that's my brother. And the thing is, Orion is on a whole nother level, because he's another generation behind me that got the latest information coming out of and emerging into this life. Because that's how you bring the script with you.
Right.
People think that you're gonna get
That's why they lost.
Yeah. So he got the latest. He got the new pages. Orion got the new pages.
Right.
So I tune in on a regular basis to Orion. Orion, he's done. See, I went through all of this, law school and that. He got all of that. He came in with that. Came in with all of that. He figured out the whole. Seriously, he figured out the whole game.
Okay. So this we're gonna do. We're gonna get back to Summer Hill 7, and we're gonna get Orion to step in and we organize that, because I don't want to steal a dime. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to be able to.
Oh yeah, you want to get him on here, and his freestyle flow is sick. He come any way you want to come. He come at the conversation level.
But stick a pin that we get back to it.
Yeah,
Summer Hill 7, what's going on, man? I'm so ignorant.
And
I'm so sorry.
Solomon got the new pages.
Oh,
Solomon got the new pages.
The little guy. Yes.
He got the new. I was just like, okay.
I thought he wrote his own book. Because that cat, I see him on Facebook.
He's writing one. I don't want him to write his first book in English, though.
Wow.
I don't want him to write his first book in English because it's so corrupted, man. I want him to write his first book either in French or Spanish.
Okay.
First published book. I want him to publish his first book, because then he's not gonna be subjected to the same interference that I get.
I can see clearly now the squircular glasses.
I have to invent words in the English language, because the people who guard our language and pretend like they don't make certain that the language is skewed towards lack. They insist on perpetuating the idea that there's a lack in our language. So we continue to use words like try, can't, all of these words that
there's no word named can't.
Of course not.
That can't is not actually ever will be a word.
No.
My 6th grade teacher told me that in the Bahamas when I was growing up. She was like, she said, class, this is day 1. The first lesson you're going to learn is there's no word named can't.
Thank you.
She told me that. But go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Yet we perpetuate
Use this information.
What we call it? Acts of random truth. Art. Acts of random truth.
Shameless plug. Support the arts movement. You already know. 707.
So that's all it is, man. We're getting the new information. We disseminating the information at rates. See, before we couldn't disseminate the information this quickly. To do what you're doing right now, Ja, previously would have. I mean, I'm talking about when I say previously, like when I was your age, when I was Orion's age, and I'm not that much older than y'all. That it would have taken about $10,000 to do what you're doing right now, just for the segment that the people are watching. We could do it like this now instantly and have it reach thousands of people with truth. And see, I'm under no illusion, I thank God, in fact, that it's not only me doing it. This is happening all around. Orion is doing it at rates that boggle my mind. He's just reaching people, touching people with truth. Like, boom. Like, can you fix your glasses for you? He's fixing glass. He's the optometrist on
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
And it just happens, you know, and I enjoy going to the places like the Arsht because I love being, you know, in that environment because that's what is there for all of the people to have conversation. I was up in Tallahassee. I got to play The Creature in Frankenstein. I loved doing that. It was monumental. I got to dedicate it to lynching victims. I love, you know, doing plays in Palm Beach about South Africa. I get to contribute to the ongoing conversations about apartheid because, see, people think apartheid is done. It's like saying slavery is done. If slavery ain't done, how's apartheid done?
Hold on. Let's not get that deep into it right now.
Okay.
Only because it's been over an hour.
Yeah, let's
and the attention span of the average person.
Catch up in little pieces. Give them 7 syllables at a time.
This is the raw. They can have the raw.
Yeah.
But it'll be something different when we fix what the hell we said and beg apologies and add disclaimers. Because honestly, this is the format. What we're gonna do is do these YouTube raw,
and that's good. And I love that you do that because that way you're not reducing things. So you're dumbing people's intelligence down. Like you get them saying, "Oh, he said that." Ooh, you know, you go see the whole thing for yourself if you're interested. If you only get to hear a snippet, then that might lead you to the full thing. Yeah, I'd love to hear the whole Obama conversation about this fiscal cliff or about the gun. All we get is, "I'm signing in here these kids, and I'm gonna da da da."
I want to get the back door boogie,
I
baby.
See what's really popping off, man. I ain't no fool.
I mean, because the way I look at it is, if we get into the raw, they can always see where the reference material is available.
So when they get the footnote, they can go read the whole book.
Yeah.
You're a genius. You are a genius. That's why. That must be why I hang out with you.
I'm an artist.
Oh.
Genius is beneath me. I'm an artist. I'm a creator. God bless me.
I bear witness.
You understand?
I bear witness, brother.
I'm so ignorant, I tell the truth. ByLinx TV. Y'all feel me? One love.
Look, I love it. If you watch any of this, or if you watch all of it, you must, I don't know, I love you, and let's build. If you watch all of this, I want to know what you have to say.
Hey, SH7, tell them where they can find your work online.
You could Google me. That would be a good start. SummerHill7. But you could, you know, I have a website, SummerHill7.com, Poemedy.com, POEMEDY.com.
So if they just Google you, they would put Summer, SUMMER, second word Hill, HILL, third word SEVEN 7. That would be SummerHill7 on Google, and that means you could bring it, you could face it, you could search it, you could Twitter it, you could make it, you could even type in words that make no sense, and they will all be a perfect poemedy on ByLinx TV. We will see you next time. Peace and love. There we go.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Boom.